What's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA Online Nightclub DLC video, and today we got some more info about what's going to be coming with this update. Now as always, if you guys are new around here, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my future GTA content. Because hopefully this week we get some actual official info from Rockstar, especially on Tuesday. And once anything like that comes out, I will be sure to let you guys know right away. Now the news, the info, as always, is coming from Fun MW2. He said that we are likely to see some new races or missions with the next update, which is not surprising. And then he listed the Steam database website twice. And the reason he did that, and I could link it, but those, like if you go there, it's kind of just gibberish because it's just a bunch of random numbers and stuff. So I'm guessing he obviously knows some inside stuff and he can put the numbers together, and that's how he knows there's either going to be some new races or some new missions in this update. But I mean, that's also sort of a given, at least with the missions. Every update comes with some new missions. But I want to talk about both of these things because I think they could do some really cool stuff with either new races or new missions. Let's start with the new races first. So with this update, it's the Nightclub DLC. And what other game sort of is similar that Rockstar's made in the past? Midnight Club. It's got freaking Nightclub in it, in the name, you know. It's got some similarities, or you could totally combine those two and nothing would be out of the ordinary. So if they were to do some new races, I think they could do some new street races. One thing that a lot of people that do race a lot say is kind of annoying is that Rockstar keep focusing on these very, very out there races, right? Like obviously the races that they've released in the past couple of months and even, you know, last couple of year or two, they've been pretty crazy. Like the special stunt races, the races with jetpacks, like they're not very realistic. I guess the closest you got is the NASCAR version, whatever, with the hot ring saber, and those were kind of cool. But what's missing is actually doing these races on the street. And yeah, many people out there have created their own races on the street, and that's cool. But it would be nice if Rockstar did that in some sort of official way, or at least updated the really, really old ones. And this would be the perfect DLC, assuming, you know, everything maybe takes place at nighttime. Maybe those are some of the missions that you got to do. You have to go win some races, and depending on if you win or lose, or depending on what position you're in, you either can get more popular for your club, right, or you know, you don't get any publicity for it, and maybe you don't make as much money. There could be some really cool things done here. Now we got some word of some of the vehicles coming, and unfortunately, apart from the Turbite, which is unofficial, none of the cars that Rockstar officially mentioned sound like they're going to be for any sort of racing. I mean, you got the Sports Classic vehicle, you got the Enos Stafford, which will probably be a Sports Classic car, you got the Stretch Limo, the Patriot Stretch Limo, which that's obviously not for racing. And then you have the two big vehicles, the Pounder Custom, I believe, and the Mule Custom. Now maybe those two vehicles at the end there, they did mention they're for deliveries, but maybe they're for deliveries of cars. Maybe it's like a MOC alternative. That would be kind of interesting. But I'm assuming, because they would be really, really stupid not to, they're going to add some super and sports cars in this DLC. And even the Jester Classic, like if they ever actually bring that back and make it good, it would be nice to sort of drive that around and in some races, I guess, at nighttime, maybe even in free roam. And while, yes, the traffic and NPCs might get annoying, I just think that would be kind of cool to actually have these Midnight Club style races in free roam with your cars against other people. So as for the races, that's kind of what I would like to see. Now for the new missions, I think if we do get new missions, that kind of confirms we're going to get Gay Tony as our contact. Every DLC that has new missions has a contact you get in touch with, and Gay Tony is just the perfect contact for this DLC. Now, as for what these new missions could be, I'm hoping they're not just your typical mission in free roam where it's like, hey man, you got to go get these supplies and then bring it back. I really hope they do something cool, and they could be doing something cool, because if you remember about a month or two ago, they released the dispatch missions, which was the first time they released new missions to the game in like forever. And in those missions, you had some really cool like gameplay situations, right? You could, or the majority of the missions were going out and killing people, but you had different ways you could go about it. Like one of them, you could go into the cop station from the roof, and then you could escape from the roof, and you wouldn't have as many cops on you. Or you could go straight in, kill all the cops, kill the dude, come straight back out, and have to fight off all the police. Like, you had some pretty cool options, and they were really fun. They didn't really pay out that much, but that's obviously not really that relevant to gameplay. But they could build on that. In this Nightclub DLC, it seems like one of the main themes is going legit, or making our business look legit. All of our illegal businesses look legit. We're laundering the money. Well, they could have some sort of undercover jobs as part of these missions. Like, you have to have a little setup to go get undercover for whatever it may be, and then you go out and you execute the job, whether it is, I don't know, stealing supplies, or taking out a business rival, or doing something else. I'm not entirely sure as far as what they could do and how it would fit with the Nightclub DLC, but an undercover mission would be kind of cool, and it's unique. We don't really have many of those, if any of those, really, in the game. Maybe just in the heists, and that would be fun, because you could do the undercover stuff in free roam, kind of like how the Doomsday heist setups are, and then you obviously can do the regular mission once you get everything set up in just a separate lobby, so you don't have to deal with other people. But things like that would be awesome. And you guys in the comment section can let me know as far as what you want for these new races or new missions. I hope Rockstar do something different with them. But anyway, thank you all for watching. That is the newest bit of info on the Nightclub DLC. Like I said at the beginning, subscribe if you're not already, so you don't miss out on any other new GTA content. But as always, I will see you guys in the next one.